But the Lakers got a lot to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Now that Ty Lue clearly is a Clipper. He's off the board. There's Sam Cassell that's potentially left. There's the other assistant.
James Borrego.
Burrell's left. Now you got JJ Redick, and all Laker signs and the media is pointing towards JJ Redick getting the job. Is that honestly the way the Lakers are about to go?
I mean, look, they don't have a ton of choices. I think that's one thing to remember. They decided to fire Darvin without having a clear idea of who they were going to go get. And Jason Kidd and Ty Lue can both thank LeBron James for the fact that they just got big contract extensions, which they deserved and I think would have gotten contract extensions anyway. But the fact that there was another team out there offering, hey, if either one of you even thinks about leaving Dallas or the Clippers, come to us, I am sure having that stalking horse definitely helped in their contract negotiations. So when you look at the choices that they have out there, I may think it's better to go with a more experienced coach. I have long wanted to see what Sam Cassell could do as a head coach, and I still would like to see that somewhere. But with JJ, when you do make that choice, it is a blind leap. I said earlier today, it is like walking into a pit blindfolded. Could be clouds of cotton candy. Could be happiness and light, and you're right about every instinct you have. This is the next Steve Kerr, X, Y, Z. It's worked out great. You could jump into that pit, and it's a bunch of piranhas. There's literally no way to know. There is no way for us to make an evaluation of what kind of coach JJ would be because there is zero information. And there's no way really for the Lakers to make an evaluation. We know he's a great X and O mind. His ATOs are going to be great. We know that he's young and relates to other players well. But that's it. That's all we know. And what kind of coach he's going to be, what kind of manager he's going to be, what kind of rotations he's going to have, how he manages guys in the locker room, how he manages assistant coaches and scouting. We don't know any of that.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of what could come about because I don't know the plan. Like, is the plan to go get a high-priced free agent? Is the plan to trade some assets to go get another big? Because one of the biggest problems for the Lakers is Denver.
Yep.
And then there's Sacramento.
And
like
Minnesota.
Sabonis owns us, Fox owns us. Then there's Minnesota with Gobert and Towns and a young Ant-Man. And there's OKC. Then there's Memphis coming back when they get Ja. There's an emerging Houston team.
Dallas.
There's a Wemby that's going. There's
OKC.
a Dallas. It's just
Spurs.
like, it's like, what are we going to do? Are we going to stand pat with what we have and a coach that's never coached before because he has a nice podcast and he likes to get up there with LeBron and talk basketball so it sounds good and it's sexy because he wears nice suits and he got good hair and he reminds everybody in the Laker organization of a young Pat Riley? Like, what's going to be the real – no, you're laughing, Keyshawn, but what's going to be the real outcome?
Well, look, I think your point about the roster is the most important point. Yeah. Darvin Ham, if he was not handed a team that was exactly the same team, basically, I mean, a few additions, but most of those didn't work out because of injury issues, is in its heart the same team that got swept the year before, and then you expect them to beat that team the year after, that is not on Darvin Ham.
No.
So I agree there were cracks in Darvin's relationship with his two stars. However, if the roster was different, I think those cracks get papered over the way they do when you win. And the roster was not at a level of some of those elite Western Conference teams. So if they can convince the right third star to come, great. I do think that's going to be a tough order, though, because there just aren't as many guys out there as you would want, and you've got to convince them to come play with LeBron and AD instead of having their own team and all this stuff. If they can't get the right guy, I think they are much smarter getting better role players than taking a flyer on like a big name just because he's a big name. We saw that with the Knicks for years, right? They did it the wrong way, and now they're doing it the right way. You want to see the Lakers do that, too.
We absolutely hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more from us, hit that subscribe button for all videos, full episodes, and exclusive content from the show. And don't forget to find All Facts, No Breaks on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.